I think people expect the radio host to be well prepared for every single interview, but the fact is, on this show, not so much at times.
Yeah, not so much.
Sometimes we step in a big pile of fucking horse shit.
Yeah, that one we stepped in with our teeth. Yeah.
Sometimes it's intentional, absolutely, but that one was so unintentional.
Yep.
That's why it was so weird and confusing at the end of the first half of the show yesterday. But it brings back other uncomfortable moments. Now, a lot of these are recent, so we don't have to go down that road again. But you got The Rock, you got Steve the Whistler, Richard Clary, Mr. DVD, Linda Lovelace's sister.
I hope these are only cringe moments.
Ed Asner.
We don't have to sit through too much of the interview itself.
I hope they look like shorter clips, so it looks like E-Rock put this together pretty well. And then Dax Shepard, one of the many guys that banged Kate Hudson.
Oh, yeah?
This was pre-Kate Hudson.
Wait, Dax Shepard?
I don't remember that one. Where do you want to start? Joe Rogan versus Daniel Negreanu?
Yeah.
The famous poker player?
Oh, yeah.
What was that one about?
That was about his girlfriend breaking up with him, and Joe Rogan talking about how it feels to imagine her having sex with a big black gentleman.
And he did this right in front of him?
Yeah.
I think this is a good place to start.
That was really bad.
Our friend Joe Rogan. He's a good boy.
Now, do you think now you broke up with her, you just think about other dudes just gorilla fucking her? Is that...
Who fucking killed me with the laugh?
Wow, really?
Whose laugh is that?
Ed Asner's?
Sounded like a certain lunatic.
Now, do you think now you broke up with her, you just think about other dudes just gorilla fucking her? Does that haunt you? That's what I always think. I'm being honest. Whenever I break up with a chick, the first thing I think of is some other guy fucking stuffing her into the corner of a couch, just fucking slamming it, coming in her face. That's all I ever think about. I think about her liking it. I think, shit, I just let her go. And then that's the worst thing that could ever happen to you, is you break up with a really hot chick, and then during the soft period where it hasn't hardened, some other guy just...
There's a book called Arousal you should read. It'll explain what that's all about.
It's honest. Yeah. It's just natural male chimpanzee instinct.
I'm so with Joe on that.
Come on, man. It doesn't bother you, the idea of some other guy fucking the shit out of her?
But when you're thinking about
Not really. Yeah,
her loving it, her worshiping some other guy's cock. This is the woman that you love, and she's just got her tongue out, and she's rubbing on her tongue, and she's coming in her face and closing her eyes. It's dripping off her fake eyelashes. That doesn't bother you?
One other
bothers me, and I don't even know you.
One other thing, the guy's black.
Yeah. Oh my God. It bothers me.
And you're not spanking it to that thought? What's wrong with you?
Voss was with us out there in L.A. for the poker thing. That's a very good question by Joe Rogan.
It is.
You don't want to know that.
You don't want to...
Well, unless you were married to them for 10, 11 years, right?
Well, then I really wouldn't care who the hell is doing what. The bigger, the better. More melanin, the better.
But that was uncomfortable because Daniel didn't enjoy that interview whatsoever.
No.
And we never heard from him again. And Anthony's a big poker player and likes these guys.
Actually, he did email me.
He did?
A while back.
Really?
And said that he understood that I wasn't there. And I'm a big poker fan, and I was the guy that knew it. And he has a sense of humor, but he felt like he was just blindsided. He thought it was just going to be a goofy radio interview. He didn't know like what he was walking into. I don't know, whatever it was.
It was still a goofy radio interview.
Yeah, but he didn't know it was going to be that goofy.
Well, we didn't know
to
that.
the extent that talking about his recently ex-girlfriend getting banged like that. So I think it took him by surprise. He is a nice enough guy. He's a very nice guy. But so I think it was a little odd that he was even on the show.
Right. All right. More uncomfortable moments interviewing people. Which one you want to play? Dax Shepard?
I forgot what that was.
I don't remember. We might as well play.
Yeah, play it. See what the awkward moment was.
Did you do radio?
Did I?
Blue Ribbon.
Yeah, no. I mean, I've done it to promote stuff, and I love it.
You got the voice.
Really?
Yeah, you got a voice.
Thank you. You've got the face for hand modeling. No, I don't know. You're a handsome guy. That's what I was trying to say.
Wow, we're off to a weird start.
I think isn't weird at all.
Who was that?
That's Dax Shepard. I don't know what he was going for there.
Yeah.
He's a handsome guy.
He is.
Not unlike Opie.
Maybe on the edge of the...
Why are you going after me?
I'm telling you, you're a handsome guy.
You don't know how to take a compliment.
I know.
Opie was trying to fix it there.
You don't know how to take a compliment as far as your looks go.
Well, what?
If somebody says you're a good-looking guy,
but it's a dude saying it.
It's not.
Well, that makes it twice as impactful.
Creepy.
No, a girl, of course, thinks you're handsome, but a straight man telling you you're easy on the eyes, that's the ultimate compliment.
Guy's confident in himself. Okay, whatever. It's kind of him. Picking you up? I guess.
Just being silly. Then we have Ed Asner, the Kristen Bell hang up. We haven't played that in a while.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to listen to here? Linda Lovelace's sister, Mr. DVD, Richard Clary.
Richard Clary, man. I want to hear that one. I haven't heard that one.
Yeah, that was real bad.
Well, I think this was the day back in the day when we were just assholes to everybody.
Yeah, that was like what everyone expected, I guess.
We had to adjust our tune just so we could get some like celebrities on our show, but we were just dicks to everybody.
Yeah.
We didn't even wait to see if we could possibly get along with the person.
No, instant fucking in for the kill.
This was a biggie. This became a pretty big article in the newspaper. Yeah. This could have been our firing back in the day. This was one of the close calls we had. Because we actually, I played some Hitler speech.
Yeah.
And my argument was, look, the guy, he's Jewish, and he had no problem taking a paycheck from Hogan's Heroes. Playing, a sitcom.
It's a sitcom with Nazis.
That takes place in a concentration camp.
Manny gave me shit about this one.
What?
Manny Dorman. Because he was Israeli. I think it's.
Oh, shut the What?
Wait, it was on Manny's radar back in the day?
It was in the paper.
Yeah. This was a biggie.
He was very sensitive about the Holocaust. And
the owner of the Comedy Cellar, who's no longer with us. He was a great guy.
He was pretty ruled.
He didn't know much about our show, so if it hit his radar,
he loved it. He loved the idea of the show. I think once in a while, like that one,
he was like,
playing Hitler speeches to a guy whose family died. He was. Oh,
it's Robert Clary. I'm sorry. Yes, Pierce Mark. I'm sorry.
What'd you say? I thought you said Robert Clary.
It says Richard on the thing, and I was just reading.
Okay.
I actually know it's Robert Clary.
Now, wasn't this at the time that the war was going on?
Well, I was born in 1926, and the war started in Europe in 1939.
Right.
Which means I was 13 years old when the war started in France.
Yeah.
When the German occupied France in 1940, then in 1941, we Jews had laws. We had rules. We had to wear a yellow Star of David. We had curfews. We could not do anything. And suddenly eventually we got all arrested and sent to concentration camps, and mostly to gas chambers.
Oh, my God. So,
and I have like 13 of my immediate family was deported.
Yeah.
And I'm the only one who came back. I was lucky to survive the 3 years I spent in concentration.
Now, how did you get, how did you escape?
Well, I was young. I was 16 years old when I was arrested. Goodbye.
Opie. Oh. All right. Look. Turn that off! 1 second. 1 second.
Well, he was stupid enough to call back. How bad does he need to promote his book?
Hold on, I can't breathe. Hold on. I am mortified. I cannot believe you played.
Wow. I forgot. He called back a couple times.
Yeah. We
kept getting him back on the hook.
Yeah, and he got back on the line, and that one just put him over the edge. And
wow.
The whole thing was the fact that he went through this the actual real Nazis back in the 30s and 40s, and him and his family, of course, suffered. I would gather from what he said, and then an acting gig comes along. And instead of having some principles and maybe thinking that the Nazis might not be the best subject for a situation comedy, he goes right in there and collects a paycheck.
That's That's how we explained it to the bosses back in the day.
Oh yeah. Still next good story.
I want to hear. We got Steve the Whistler still. The Rock, Linda Lovelace's sister.
Can I hear The Rock? I wasn't there for
All
that
right. The Rock was uncomfortable.
I wasn't there for that
This was the greatest blindside ever.
Yeah.
This actually goes with what happened yesterday for the most part. We didn't have the knowledge. We had, I forgot his name. He used to be a huge fan of the show. Sick Boy. Used to be, maybe he still is, maybe he changed his name because, man, you want to talk about someone like just disappearing after this. Sick Boy disappeared.
Sick Boy ended up going, I think maybe even to don't quote me on this, going out with and perhaps even marrying the famous Beba.
Beba?
Spaz's ex-girlfriend.
Wow.
The famous Beba.
Yeah,
Beba was pretty all right.
She was
tall, kind of strawberry blondish hair and stuff. But yes, Sick Boy ended up hooking up with her.
Okay.
They're married?
I don't know. Did they get married there, Steve? Mm-hmm. Yes,
they did.
They did. They did an icky thing.
You keep in touch with Sick Boy?
Yeah, I spoke to him about 2 weeks ago. He's
How's Beba?
She just had her third child. I
Get
believe.
the fuck out of here!
Yeah.
How fucking long have we been on the radio?
Fucking fertile sons of bitches they are. Huh?
Yeah, she just had their third kid, and they live in the Midwest.
Can we make
in the Midwest?
What happened?
Where have we been?
How old are we?
What fucking happened?
Did we just wake up in a time
We've been
machine?
unconscious.
Let's make a pact.
All right.
Seriously, 2 more years.
And then what? We shoot each other in the head?
Don't even have to. But just 2 more years. Let's put a limit on this thing.
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm not even joking. What else can we do with this dumb thing? 2 more years. Okay. That's it.
Steve, where did they go on their honeymoon?
Yeah.
Is that fair? 2 more years?
2 years.
That's all we need to do. 2 more years. Jimmy, get HBO to hire you in the next 2 years.
I'm hoping they hire me by September.
2 more years, and then we do other things.
I don't want to do a thing.
We'll do his political talk, and I'll start spinning
That's what I
twofers
figured
again.
I'll do.
I'm going to spin twofers again. You do the political talk.
I'll do political talk with a twist.
We really have to put an end to this. I say 2 more. That's it.
2 more.
Yes, before I'm 40.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
You are?
No, I'm 27, according to We Fit, my friend. 27 years young. That's my new age, 27.
Did you do We Fit?
We Fit years, I'm 27.
27 in We Fit years?
In every interview, when they ask me how old I am, I'm going to go, I'm 27 in We Fit years.
We Fit years.
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't acknowledge the real age anymore. I will only acknowledge We Fit years. So if you call up this show, you tell me how old you are in We Fit years.
I'm 57 years young. I'll be 58 in March.
Get the word out. We made an announcement today. 2 more years, and that's it. Done. Because we're going to renew with somebody. It might be CB Radio at this point, but then two more, and we're done.
How the hell does so much happen?
I don't know. 3 kids? What the fuck?
Well, 2 could be twins.
Beba.
They could have pumped out 1 a year. Ga-bing, ga-bing, ga-bing.
I know how it could happen, Jimmy. You don't have to actually explain
the
it.
Vagina opens up and the little life force tumbles out.
Life force. First, some spermatozoa is needed to fertilize the egg.
It fertilizes the egg, and then the lady gets fat, and the body goes to hell in a handbasket, and does something that's going to crash your car in 17 years, falls out of your cunt.
Shit. Let's say hi to Greg on Long Island. Greg.
Good evening.
How you doing?
Hey.
What do you mean 2 more years? Isn't it 34 days?
Well, 34 days. We're in the cone of silence, but seems like Bob is also in the cone of silence.
We'll get answers.
I love just making Anthony nervous.
Don't worry.
It's just a joke.
Just a joke.
I want to hear the Rock one.
All right, we're going to play the Rock. Maybe we'll squeeze 3 years, but 2. I think 2. That's it. What else you want from us? We've done it all.
This is a very easy job.
No, it's also an easy job. Not working.
That's
the easiest job of
being
all.
retired.
I couldn't do that. I'd be out of my mind not working.
Okay, here we go. What are we playing? The Rock.
I'll work till I'm 90, God bless me.
Going back to Sick Boy. I don't know if we were huge wrestling fans at this time.
We were getting into it, yeah.
But we figured it would be cool. We have The Rock. He's like
big name.
Kind of. He was on his way up. He was
definitely.
He became a lot bigger, I believe, after our interview. But we figured the Sick Boy. He runs a wrestling site, so this is perfect. We'll bring him in, and when we're like faltering, because we weren't the greatest interviewers back then, certainly. I think we're a lot better these days. we can at least go, Sick Boy, what do you got for The Rock? It makes it easy, right?
Yeah, and Sick Boy knew a lot about wrestling because he ran a wrestling website.
Yeah.
There was a website that he ran that had wrestling message boards, wrestling information, and therein lies the problem.
Yeah. Listen to this. A showstopper. You're about to hear a showstopper. We got Sick Boy in the studio. He's like a wrestling expert. You got a quick question for The Rock there, Sick Boy? He's been chomping at the bit all afternoon.
Yeah, I was actually kind of curious about, remember the MTV special over the summer? They had the feature on Tony Atlas, who was your dad's tag team partner. I was kind of wondering if you saw that and what you thought about it. They kind of highlighted some of the hard times that Tony's gone through over the years, and him talking about being so desperate that he wanted to kill himself and all that, and just what your thought on it was, with your dad being his partner.
Perfect question.
There's a good question. It's a little inside, but I mean, it's very in depth. I mean, that question.
Right.
Asking, it's relevant to The Rock.
Yeah.
It's relevant to wrestling fans.
Sure.
Asked by a wrestling fan. Very professionally asked, too. The guy did a great job.
Well thought out.
Right? And how does The Rock answer?
Oh, well, here it is.
Well, before The Rock actually answers that, just out of curiosity, The Rock's heard of your name, and The Rock's got a question for you regarding your website.
Oh, no. Nervous
Actually, I had no
laughter.
idea it was you who goes by the name of Sick Boy, but it was brought to my attention last night from the office that your website carries a lot of racist comments, and I just want to hear about that. And for the most part, I just want to know, it sounds like all you guys are friends, and if you guys had known that this is a guy who has racist comments on his website.
Hold on. Do we completely sell him out here now? We don't know this motherfucker.
Yeah, but it makes better radio if we were selling him out. I had no clue. I don't think you had a clue either.
I didn't know about that The Rock knew that there was anything like that. But do we now go because here's The Rock's point. He sees us all hanging out. He thinks we're good friends with him. It was actually the first time he had ever been on our show live. We'd had phoners with the Sick Boy, but he'd never been on the show. So he was actually sitting there, and The Rock, I guess, was under the impression that we're all buddies.
Well, he's in the studio.
Yeah, he's in the studio. We're all laughing and stuff. So The Rock then put us into the whole situation with that. And I love how The Rock just called himself The Rock all the time.
Yeah.
Well, The Rock, and even when he's serious, he's like, well, look, The Rock wants to know, because The Rock has a question about the website, and The Rock was very upset with it. It's like, well, bring him in. We'll talk to The Rock.
Here we go.
There's a guy who has racist comments on his website, and if in fact you guys are behind that.
Oh, I've seen his website a few times. He's got a bunch of writers on there, and I think they just open it up to everything.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything ever been racist, no more than any of the humor that goes on this show.
Well, hey, now don't blame our show.
Hey, he sold us out, motherfucker.
Yes, he did.
I mean, I've never seen one thing up on my site that would ever be racist, because that's not how I was raised, and that's not how I would run a website.
Well, it's on there.
Oh, geez.
Oh, I haven't seen it on there. If it's on there, it will absolutely be.
The Rock says it's on there.
But, I absolutely do not condone, nor do I, support any of the statements made. And if, somebody on there has made racist comments like that, they're absolutely going to be fired.
Can I be excused?
Whoa, really? Wow. Oh, Jeff.
All right.
Well, for the most part, it's one of those things where, I was contacted, I was made aware of it, and the office was made aware of it, and quite frankly, I don't want to have anything to do with you. I don't want to answer your questions. And if you guys have anything to do with this guy, I quite frankly don't want to have anything to do with
honestly,
you guys either.
I've never read any of that stuff on the site, and that's the honest truth.
You guys seem to be saying, look.
Dude, I was scared for my life. I could hear it in my own voice there.
But now you were answering honestly.
Please hit
The Rock doesn't want to talk to you.
Was he in studio?
Please hit Anthony.
We get Dwayne
right there.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I thought he was on the phone.
No, phone him. We'd have told him to go fuck himself.
My whole thing was survival. Just that hopefully he'll hit Anthony first, give me a chance to
get out of the room.
Fuck, he was in the room.
No fronting, man. I was fucking scared.
And he was definitely serious and definitely pissed.
Not backing down or anything. I've never read anything like that. And that's the God's honest truth.
All right.
I believe it's there. I'm not going to lie, but if you say it's there, but
I was pretty much there, for the most part. Again, I was brought aware. It was brought to my attention last night. Stayed on the phone for a good couple of hours and made the publicist aware. And I had no idea it was him. But
oh boy,
appreciate you guys having me on. Thank you.
Okay, got to thank The Rock for stopping on by today.
And The Rock left the room. I appreciate it. Rock's going to leave now.
For the first time, I think, since that day, live on the show, Sick Boy.
Hey, boys.
Oh, wow, look at that. So you're still listening to the show?
Time, man.
You're still listening to the show? We had no idea.
Are you kidding me, man? I never stopped listening to you guys, no matter how hard you threw me under the bus.
Hey, you tried to sell us out with The Rock there. We just noticed that one. Hey, nothing any more racist than these motherfuckers say on their show.
You think I'm fucking stupid? I don't know if you guys remember, he was standing 2 feet away from me.
Yeah, he certainly was.
He really was. There's a video of it up if you can find it.
If you can navigate through Foundry.
Yeah. Look,
all the old favorites. Foundry.
You married Bobo?
Try and search for the video. Good luck.
Yeah. So you're married with 3 kids now?
Yeah.
Wow.
That is weird.
3 kids.
How old are they?
27.
2, 1, and a newborn.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right.
We just got started.
Yeah.
Well, the weird thing is that as tragic as that day was for me as a wrestling fan and as, sort of what I hoped to be an up-and-comer as a guest on the O&A show, that was actually the day that I met my wife was in the studio.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Baba.
Was she dating Spaz at that point?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And we had met briefly once before at some stupid wrestling promotion thing that Spaz did.
Right.
But it was just like a real, brief encounter.
Right.
And, I don't know. It was just by sort of luck, we sat down. She was there with her brother. And we just hit it off.
All you really had to do at that point was make a coherent point or talk in a manner that she understood. and you were batting 1,000 over what she was going out with at the time.
Good old Baba.
Yeah.
How long have you guys...
really did live up to the name Spaz.
How long have you guys been married now?
I've been married for a little over 3 years.
Fuck.
Wow.
And we've been together since, I think, 2000, 2001.
Wow. And whatever happened to Spaz, do you know?
I have no idea. I've heard rumors.
By the way, this doesn't mean that Spaz needs to call the show anymore. He's dead to us, but I was just wondering.
I've heard rumors that he's actually a cop now. And that he's carrying a gun.
No fucking way.
I swear to God, I don't know if it's true, but I've heard that he's a cop in Rockland County. So if you live in Rockland County, just pray you don't get pulled over by that motherfucker.
You were speeding. I have to write you a ticket.
Nice.
Yeah, nothing scarier than the thought of him with a gun.
And are you in the Midwest now?
I heard he was working at Banana Republic or something.
I heard Home Depot.
Yeah,
I really did.
Yeah, everything that I hear about him is different. I remember he had his own website for a while. He was trying to promote himself when you guys first got on XM.
Well, the worst thing was the fact that he tried to sue us. That was like the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is it? What?
Yeah, he quit the show.
He quit because he didn't want to be known as Spaz anymore. He wanted to be known as Kevin.
Which,
and then
notice how quickly Stinky took over.
Stinky got right in there. And then
Stinky still serious?
I believe so.
Is he? We might run into Stinky.
Yeah. Yeah, the thing with Spaz, I mean, it's been a long time, but at the time, he gave us amazing radio. And he just didn't want to be Spaz anymore. He actually thought he could be a producer for a radio show. We're like, that's great, but trust me, the Spaz thing is really working, and it could really turn into something. No, and then he goes, I don't want to be called Spaz anymore.
I demand to be Kevin.
Kevin.
Or I will tender my resignation. And he wrote a retarded resignation letter.
Yeah.
I think we still got that somewhere.
And then, I believe there was some kind of lawsuit that he was attempting.
Yeah, I'm telling you, some lawsuit. And we're like, something? Go fuck yourself. You're going to try to sue us?
Right.
That is an absolute waste.
How cool is that? Sick Boy still listens.
I know.
Nice.
Where are you living in the Midwest?
Absolutely love you guys.
Hey, where are you living, goddammit?
Yeah, where are you living in the Midwest?
I'm out in Ohio now.
Oh, Ohio.
Ohio.
A city or suburb?
Suburb.
Oh, okay.
All right, very nice.
Not crazy enough to live in the city.
All right, sick boy.
Live in a very lily white neighborhood.
Yeah, man.
Well, keep in touch. Do you still do the
Absolutely.
wrestling thing?
No, I mean, I still kind of follow it, but like the last 6-7 years, really all about MMA for me.
Yeah.
Big UFC fan. So.
Well, we had Dana White on. We had Dana White on today.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Are you the one that got mad at me on the message board because you thought I was avoiding Tim Sylvia questions last time?
Oh no, absolutely not.
Okay, thank
you. How could I ever get mad at you, Jimmy?
I don't know. I'm sweet. You'd be
Exactly.
surprised.
Jimmy's the sweetest disposition.
That's
Do
what he
you
was
know,
voted.
I was voted boy with the appliest cheeks.
Well, it's good that we could have this reunion finally after 8 years.
Yeah. Very good to hear from you. Glad you're still listening.
Yeah,
say
yeah, it's awesome.
say hi to and please remind us of your wife's first name.
Erica.
Erica, right. Okay. Say hi to Erica.
The first year that I dated her, my mom still called her Beba.
Beba. God, was that fucking funny.
Beba. Too uncomfortable. Trying to live down the awfulness of dating that douchebag. My mom's called her fucking Beba. Mom, shut up.
We got to bring back some of those spaz bits, man. I'm telling you. Some of those spaz bits, as much as Bad Blood, were just ridiculously good.
I wonder how they'd hold up, tell you the truth.
I think a few of them would.
Yeah, probably.
They'd still be fucking funny.
We might throw a couple on the channel in the near future. We'll see.
Hanging from a cable in a Spider-Man suit trying to open the bank vault to make the perfect crime.
Well, the best one ever was...
What a douche.
The best one ever was when he got a new credit card and maxed it out in 2 days.
Buying boots and fucking... What else was it?
He stayed at the St. Regis.
He stayed at the St. Regis one night.
I went on a
Wearing
shop...
his Metallica t-shirt.
And yeah, he got butlers to iron his Metallica, his heavy metal t-shirts.
He was so in debt. It was unbelievable.
Holy shit.
He was the king of fucking Rockland County white trash.
He
no
came up
doubt.
with the whole giant mosquito thing.
Yeah, encephalitis.
And getting peed on from the sky.
Yeah, the construction workers were peeing on him on a hot summer day.
Right.
When every air conditioning on every building is on. It couldn't have been water coming out of the air conditioner.
Yeah.
Stupidity like that comes around like once in a lifetime as far as radio gold is concerned.
He is the Halley's Comet of stupid.
That's right. Oh, shit.
Oh, it's on YouTube, Spider Spaz? Look at him.
Committing the perfect crime. You have to make a centricized, what was the hole? A perfectly symmetricized hole in the safe. He's out front of the building. We're watching this.
This was before all the Spider-Man movies.
Oh, Jesus.
We were ahead of our time. Look
What
at this.
a complete ass.
Fucking what?
Oh, when they had all those painted cows around the city?
Yeah.
He's riding a cow in a Spider-Man suit.
Yeah.
As people just berated him. Whenever he went out, people just fucking threw shit at him. Oh, my God.
You guys remember the show? I don't remember where it was at in the city. You guys did a live broadcast. Stephen Lynch performed, Sammy Hagar performed, and Spaz was running around. He kept tripping, going up and down the stage every time you guys sent him to get something. So Opie actually made somebody go out and get a helmet for him to wear.
A cocky helmet?
Yeah. Him wear a fucking helmet to the entire
fucking retard.
Side of the stage laughing the whole fucking night.
Yeah. Right on. Thank you, sick boy.
Anytime, guys.
We got to move on. Keep in touch, all right?
Absolutely, bro.
All right, there he is, sick boy. Still listening. That is really cool. Joe writes, favorite spaz bit, lifestyles of the rich and famous.
Oh, that was good,
That would definitely hold up.
That would hold up.
We'll figure it
We'll
out.
have to go through a few of those.
Maybe we'll throw
There was just so much
on.
bad blood for so long with that bullshit.
There was a lot of crap going on with him.
So, listen through them, see if there's some funny shit. Because just thinking back of the perfectly symmetricized hole.
Yeah. We'll play. Maybe we'll play one tomorrow.
I can pick a lock on a safe.
Didn't he say something like he had to rappel up or something? Like it was the complete opposite of what repel meant.
What repelling is. And then repel up.
Oh, here it is. Look.
He's hanging from a cable. What a complete ass. Oh, and there's a little safe. This was like a Mission Impossible thing. And he was supposed to open the safe just by using his ear.
Yeah.
And hearing the clicks of the tumblers.
Yeah.
And he guaranteed he could do it. And of course he didn't.
Mythbusters couldn't do it.
Yeah.
We had like special stunt people come in to rig the studio so we could hang from the ceiling.
Yeah. Holy
Everyone's
shit.
saying Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous hysterical.
Yeah.
Do we have that bit? What? All right, E-Rock's going to find it and see if it's worth playing. We'll do it tomorrow if someone reminds us.
You know what's fucked up? There were certain instances where the news would report things that he came up with. Like, remember when he said a huge airplane full of kitty litter should fly over hurricanes to absorb up all the moisture and kill the hurricane? And then
we used to laugh,
and we would laugh. He'd come up with these fucking off-the-wall things. Robots in the operating room is not safe.
Yeah.
I remember he'd come up with all this shit. And it was like, I read in the paper one day that they were thinking of taking some kind of moisture-absorbing shit and dropping it from a plane into a hurricane. We're like, how the fuck?
To knock down the force of the damn thing.
I came up with that idea. Or aim microwave ovens at the tornadoes to dry up tornadoes.
All right, E-Rock's got a job. E-Rock's going to see if he can find a couple that are worth playing. Hey, what, you got one more thing? Or?
Well, Eric was bringing up
the one where you put his paycheck in the toilet and took a shit on it and made him dig through it.
We were mad at him that day.
Oh, that was funny.
And we can't understand why he didn't want to be spaz anymore.
Yeah,
We're a bunch of idiots.
I am Kevin.
All right, hey, I think we have time for one more cringe moment as we were interviewing people. We got Ed Asner, Kristen Bell, Linda Lovelace,
the
Mr.
sister.
DVD, or Steve the Whistler. The one we'll do one more, and then tomorrow we'll do the rest of them.
Linda Lovelace.
Want to do that one?
Yeah.
I like Steve the Whistler myself.
Which is longer?
Maybe we could sneak two in.
Okay.
Let's see. We'll blow off line of the day and get this over with.
Yeah.
Here we go. Linda Lovelace's sister, of course, Linda Lovelace from Deep Throat, died, and her sister was trying to raise money, I think, to bury her for the funeral or something. It was pretty serious crap going on. I don't know why she called our show, but this is how it went down.
A fund is being set up.
Yes.
And this fund is for?
Linda Lovelace Memorial Fund is going to be set up in lieu of flowers into an account.
Holy shit, okay. That was bad.
All right.
Her dead, she's trying to raise money for her dead sister.
All right, well, do we have to go on?
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
In lieu of flowers into an account for her grandchildren's college fund.
Right.
And, well, now here's another tip here. Her funeral expenses are being covered.
Oh, they are?
They are. I'm just reading my notes from her sister-in-law. Her first, what do you call it, check?
Oh, good. So
She was on disability, and it came the day after she died. But anyway, she has a sister-in-law out there who's handling all of this and doing very well. But she has said that people are calling her and wanting to donate and so on.
Yeah.
So if you want to, I can give you the account number, the name of the bank.
Well, we shouldn't, have that kind of information put out on the air, I don't think. But is there a phone number, perhaps, or somewhere where people might be able to get in touch and send a donation? Are you okay?
You can send a donation to me, and I can forward it.
Okay.
If you want to, that's entirely up to you.
Right. Well,
I can give you the name of the bank. The name of the bank.
Yeah, let's give out the name of the bank. If you're just tuning in, Linda Lovelace died tragically in a car accident on Monday.
Yeah, and we're just there's a fund,
and we got Barbara on the phone. Her her loving sister.
You're the older sister?
Yes, I am. We lost another 14 years ago. Anyway, are you ready for this?
Yes.
All right.
Andrew, you owe me 1,000.
Yes.
Barbara, you all right?
Cindy, where's the account number? Is this it? Yes.
Okay.
The account number is 832 8838.
Oh, Hunter. Oh, yeah, give it to
And I want to thank everybody from coast to coast, north and south, who have called here and who send their condolences.
Right.
and she was a lovely girl.
I bet, Barbara. Well, thank you so much for spending a few minutes with us today.
Okay, thank you for calling.
Bye.
Oh man, fucking brutal. Brutal.
Wow. Nice. You want to leave it there? You want to try to squeeze Steve the Whistler?
Is it possible we can do it tomorrow morning?
Steve the Whistler?
How long is it? Because I
Steve
love
the
it.
Whistler is fucking right up there as one of my favorite moments ever on this show. Fucking Steve the Whistler.
I just like it early tomorrow.
All right. We could do that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
We could do Steve the Whistler tomorrow.
Okay.
And Mr. DVD, I remember, is really good. And what? What, Danny?
Oh, I'm just laughing at everything. Just that whole bit, and then Eric walks in with his stupid WWE T-shirt. Made me laugh.
Florida Steve writes, why does Opie say that Andrew owes him $1,000 in the call with Linda Lovelace? First of all, I don't know who Andrew is. I think he must have been a listener daring me to
play that, right?
To play that clip.
Yeah.
I do remember, but I don't remember who Andrew was. Line of the day. We'll do more of that tomorrow and maybe a spaz bit. Have the X-Numbers ever heard spaz?
No.
Probably not.
Fuck, really?
I think the only time they ever heard him is when he called in on like the third or fourth day when you guys were on the air.
And we hung up on him. Said goodbye, funny boy.
Yeah.
Everyone's begging for Steve the Whistler now. Tomorrow.
We got shit to do, actually.
Anthony actually hid. Jimmy
That was horrendous.
Oh, yeah. Very awkward.
Horrendous.
Very awkward moment.
He's trying to get some real whistling done, and I decide I need to whistle with him. It was just so god-awful.
He was the worst.
All right. Line of the day is sponsored by Carbo Night. Harbo 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 Night.